Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel and today I'm going to be doing what I eat in a day during my weight gain journey. So the way I kind of want to set this up is I hate it when people just sit there in front of a camera and talk for forever. I like it to be very visual, so I'm going to kind of include pictures and videos and descriptions of things while I'm talking about it. And I also hate it when it's just like the video, because then I feel like there isn't enough talking or explaining. So I'm going to try to combine both and see if that works, and you guys tell me if you like it. A little bit of a backstory. I am somebody who has a very quick metabolism and barely any appetite. I've gone through the whole process of like trying a Metabolism several times and trying so many other things, and yet I still couldn't get into like a routine of gaining weight until I stuck to this pattern and stuck to these 4 steps. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave a link. Okay, so I am somebody who has like I said, a quick metabolism and barely an appetite. I've also been in sports my whole life and have a very athletic body, and it made it kind of difficult for me to keep on any weight no matter how much I used to eat. And at some point in my life after I started college, for some reason I lost the appetite that I used to have, so I have a hard time eating a lot, and then I also lose my appetite when I'm stressed out. During undergrad I was about 114, and then it wasn't until grad school and trying a Metabolism. What's wrong, poo-poo? Can I sit still and be quiet? That I got up to 120 and kind of maintained that weight. So right now my goal is to get to 125, and I know we're not supposed to make the weight on the scale our goal, but for me I need something like, the word isn't tangible, but I need an actual marking point that says like, oh, I reached this goal. So I don't want it to be like a picture or a body goal. I want it to actually be a number that is attainable for me. So right now my goal is 125, but I'm obviously going to see once I get there if that's really what I want. If I want to keep going, if I'm, I've gained a little bit too much weight, then I'd rather go back. But I am very short. I'm 5'1", so 125 is a decent weight for me. So number 1, I eat, this isn't my 4 key points, but for breakfast every single day I eat a pretty large breakfast. I have 2 packs of oatmeal with fruit in it. I have avocado toast with egg in it, and then I have an Ensure Plus, which is 360 calories. So that whole breakfast totals out to about 1,000 calories. Breakfast is my biggest meal of the day by far. I try to just knock it out when I wake up first thing in the morning, because that's easiest for me, especially for someone who doesn't really have that much of an appetite. It's easier for me to just knock it out in the morning, and then throughout the day I can kind of coast with the rest of the foods that I'm eating. So that's number 1. So for lunch is generally something that I've meal prepped throughout the week. So this week I meal prepped a pesto chicken pasta, which is really good, and it equals out to about 485 calories. And I got that meal prep, which this is a plug for tasty.co, because they have the best meals, the best meal preps, and I have fallen in love with them, and I'm probably going to use it for a very long time. So you guys should check that out. I'll leave a link below. And then for dinner, actually pause. After that time I usually go to the gym, and so that helps me have an appetite. When I work out I generally come out having some type of an appetite. So after the gym I'll usually have my protein shake, which is a mass gainer as well, and that helps me a lot. And then I'll have a banana as well, and that equals out to like 1,000 calories right there. My mass gainer has a lot of calories in it. And then the final meal of the day, if I am hungry at that point, which I'm usually not, I'll usually eat whatever my family has for dinner, or I'll snack on something smaller like almonds or some fruit or something like that, because at that point I've already reached the amount of calories I need for the entire day. So going into my 4 helpful tips. I wrote these down, that's why I keep looking down. So number 1 is caloric excess, making sure that you're taking in more calories in a day than you are burning off. This is why I started tracking my calories, because I wanted to make sure that I was taking in enough for the amount that I'm working out and for my body type and for someone with a quick metabolism. So I take in 2,225 calories a day. I try to, at least. If I go over, that's fine, doesn't make a difference. But I do this by using the MyFitnessPal app, and that helps me track how many calories are in all of my foods, and it helps me keep myself accountable basically for taking in as much as I need to for a day. So my number 1 key point is count your calories and making sure that you're taking in excess. So that's super important when you're trying to gain weight. Otherwise, you're going to continue working out and not eating enough. You're not going to gain any weight. You're not really going to see that many results. When I was doing that, I was working out a ton and I was seeing myself get super toned but super skinny. I was burning off all my fat. So it's important that you're taking in extra calories, especially when you're someone that works out a lot. Which brings me in. Tip number 2 is making sure that you're meal prepping. Like I said, I started using the Tasty website to meal prep and making sure that I have my meals in for the week. I use Tasty. That website is amazing, and that's a plug for them and MyFitnessPal, I guess. But so for my chicken pesto pasta that I made, I got that recipe from Tasty. And it ended up being 485 calories or around there for the week. And they actually are connected to the MyFitnessPal app. So you just have to type in, you know, Tasty recipe and then the name of it, and it comes up with the amount of calories that are in it, which is amazing. So my 3rd tip is working out. So I'm going to include some clips of the workouts that I do, but you want to make sure that you're not just taking in a ton of food, especially not junk food. You want healthy foods that you're taking in to gain some healthy weight, healthy fats like avocado, nuts, peanut butter, all that kind of stuff. So working out is an essential part of this, because if you're just taking in all this food, you're not going to get like the fit, toned body that you're looking for. You're going to get like a gut and some fat in places that you don't necessarily want. So I'm constantly working out my abs and my legs, my lower body, my back. Just so you guys know, helpful hint, if you're trying to get the hourglass figure, it's not just about your lower body and your waist, it's also about building your back as well. You want those muscles in your back to be built so that you can create that hourglass appearance. And then tip number 4, shakes and smoothies. Like I said, for someone who doesn't have the biggest appetite ever, I get a lot of my calories from protein shakes and from smoothies. I don't know if you guys have one where you're at, but I go to this tropical smoothie and get an 880 calorie smoothie, and that gives me so like a big chunk of the calories that I need for the day. The other thing that I do that you'll see a clip of is my mass gainer, which has 1,250, so 1,250 calories, and that has been extremely helpful for me. For someone who doesn't have an appetite, it's a lot easier to drink a smoothie or a shake, and they're super quick to make. I literally just put it in a blender, add some water and ice, and it's good to go. So that is my last helpful tip for someone, like I said, who does not have much of an appetite most of the time, but is trying to gain some weight. So if those were helpful for you, remember, number 1, caloric excess, number 2, meal prep, and number 3, workout, and number 4, shakes and smoothies. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I included as many visuals as possible. Let me know if you guys like it that way. I tried to include some before pictures of me and after, even though I'm not at the goal weight that I want to be at quite yet. I still think it's important for people to see like what you're doing actually works and you're doing it for yourself, because like people will have like these photoshopped pictures of other people, and I'm just like, you're not showing me what you can do and if it actually worked on you. So I think those people have the most credibility when they actually show that they're doing it themselves. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me and Nola. But let me know if you guys have any questions about other tips, if you have any feedback for me, things that might be helpful for me. I would love to hear any advice or opinions. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and watch as I go throughout this journey. I really hope that I can reach my goals within the next couple of months and you guys will come along the way. So stay tuned, and I hope I see you guys soon. She's like, you don't ever treat me like this. You doing this for the camera. You're right. You're right. So say bye. Say bye-bye.